Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Book Journey Mentor Uncut. Please do say hello, tap the screen, show us some love, let me know where you're watching from. Hello to everyone who's coming in live and to everyone who is coming in via the replay. So let me start. Who am I first of all, and what is Book Journey Mentor Uncut? So my name is Danni Blechner. I am an author, book journey mentor, founder of a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing. We work with authors from all over the world with powerful messages and stories to share and help them to get their books out there on a global scale. Now, Book Journey Mentor Uncut will be coming live and direct from my personal page every Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST. And it's not just about interviewing authors, it's about giving you inside tips into the publishing process, how to publish, how to market, what makes a good edit. You know, all these things that are involved in book publishing. Quite often people don't know what goes on behind the scenes, you just see the finished product. Here are just some of the books that we've published over the last 2 years on the shelf. So I'll be interviewing some of my editors, some of our designers, some of our key players, typesetters, all involved in the process, along with my lovely VA, Claire. Hopefully I'll get her online, who does a lot of marketing behind the scenes. So please come with your questions. This is a very interactive show. I'm going to invite my guest on right now. His name is Marcus Albert Stephen. And he came to us there you go. He came to us a few months ago saying, I've got a great idea for a colouring book. It's a children's book. Hello there, Lawrence. Hello there. I can't see who else that is there. He said he had a really good idea. His passion was to go into primary schools and to bring a book called the Black History Colouring Book. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my proof copy right now, but I know that he has one. So when he comes on live, hello, Claire, just mentioned you. He's going to hopefully hold it up and you can see the beautiful illustrations there. So we're going to delve into what inspired.
Yes.
There you go, you're on.
Yes, second time it's worked.
Amen. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Hello to us. Say hello to everyone watching, Marcus.
Hello, everyone who's watching. My name's
Fabulous.
Marcus Albert Stephen.
Is this your first Facebook Live?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what you'll see is he's tagged in. He's not, I don't think he's done any Facebook posts, so he's joined Facebook especially for this interview. So we're going to talk about how we can connect with you a bit later on. So if there's no posts, that he does exist, there he is, Marcus Albert Stephen, author of the Black History Colouring Book. Have you got the book on you? I really want to see it. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
It's amazing.
So, it is amazing. I can't wait to see it. That's one of the most beautiful parts, isn't it? Actually receiving that proof copy. So how does it feel to be a published author right now?
It's a bit weird. Like the amount of, especially the way the book's growing on social media, everyone's talking about it, and people keep coming up. So especially family members. I was at an event on Saturday and there's like, oh, congratulations on the book. And I was like, yeah, it feels weird, like this much adulation from people, but I'm embracing it. It's good. It's good.
Awesome.
I like it.
Did you think it would have this response?
No. I expected it to start slowly and then pick up pace, but it's just been like bang from the start. So it's just about maintaining it.
That's it, exactly. Consistency and maintenance. I'd like to just give a shout out to Jason Lee, who is one of our awesome cover designers. He's actually online right now. Jason, this is the first time you're seeing Marcus as well, because we've never actually seen him except for one picture. He is the illustrator of the book. Just hold up that book again. You can see those beautiful illustrations. Look at that. Okay. He has also designed another one of our books called Mum, I Want to Pee. Look at that. And also Renee's Magical Wellington Boots. Don't we love those illustrations? They're fantastic. So let's talk about you and a bit about your background first of all. Tell us a little bit about you and what inspired you to write the book.
Okay, so what inspired me to write the book was I eventually want to teach Black history to young people. Yeah. To be honest, I want to teach it to everyone, but I am a learning mentor. And I mostly work with kids who have been kicked out of secondary schools. Yeah. So that's, I would say, is somewhat of a passion for me. I've worked briefly with younger children, and the book is aimed at younger children because it was an idea I had, and I thought if I want to work mostly with the older age children, I still need to target the younger ones. So I felt this book would be the perfect way for me to access them and teach them their own history.
Beautiful. So it's getting them young, starting young.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I do know you work in schools, and my teaching, my background is teaching, and
Yes,
definitely work. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely sort of working in schools. I'd speak to a lot of the young black boys and talk about thinking that they knew, you know, key figures in Black history, and I found my personal experiences. A lot of them didn't even know who they were. They might know, I don't know, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They didn't really
Mhm.
know who they
Yeah,
were, their significance, and what they achieved. Are you
yeah,
finding
yeah.
there's quite a big gap now as well in terms of knowing the history?
Yes, it is similar because another thing I think we'll touch on later as well is when I was taught Black history in secondary school, we was taught slavery.
Hmm.
And but fortunately enough for me, my uncle used to run a supplementary school on a Saturday when I was younger. So I've known about my history for
Yeah,
from since I was a child.
yeah,
And even when I was in school, I would say there was only one friend I knew who knew some of the same things I knew. No one else really knew anything. And it was something that they didn't even think about. It was just my history is slavery and then whatever my family teaches me after that.
yeah.
So it is important that this book it gets out there.
Awesome. I found the same as well. I know there's this quote that Black history did not start with slavery. Slavery interrupted the history because there is
Yes,
a
yes,
rich
yes,
history of, I mean, we
yes.
need another Facebook Live about it, of the
Yes.
medicine, the spiritual practices that, you know, influence or have been taken by many of the founders and explorers today. Hello, Karen, nice to see you. Can I
Yeah.
say that Arnold Henry's online? I've not met him before. He's actually an author based in Canada. I'm going to be interviewing him as well. He's got a book called uh, My Mini Me. That's a whole other story. But certainly, if I can tell him a bit of his backstory, it might relate to some of what we're going to be talking about. Is he
Okay.
approached traditional publishers, black man, and he wanted to put this presence out there for black fathers out there and for young boys to be able to see that relationship, explore that relationship, and show it in a positive light because there isn't a lot of that out there. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Karen. Hello, Claire. Um, and so he'd put this call out. I think he applied to a traditional publisher. Hello. And the response he got back was, okay, great illustrations, great idea. However, there's not much demand for books about Black fathers. Literally, those
Well,
words. And I saw the campaign on Facebook and he's gone and done it himself. And I've seen the pictures of him in schools and he's doing such an amazing job. And
yeah, good to hear.
it's about putting our images out there in a positive light. So subconsciously it's normal. It's not, the
Hmm.
absence is sometimes what creates that sense of non-identity, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. Hello,
yeah.
Carl. Nice to see you. Hello, Angela. So going a little bit more into the inspiration behind your book,
Hmm.
it's easy for people to say, "Oh, this is for young black kids." Tell me, who is this book for and why?
The book's for all children of all races, and the reason why it's for all children of all races is because without Black history, there is no history. Everything we have today stems of event. If you look in the past of something that a black man or woman has achieved, and that if so, essentially, Black history is is the world's history, and it cannot be left out. We cannot afford not to teach it.
Mm,
It is vital for our children to know the contribution that Black people have given to this world.
yeah. Well, can you give us some examples of some of the key figures in your book? Can we see some of the
Okay, so
illustrations?
we'll talk about the ones on the front.
Yep.
So if you look here, one of my favorites is Marcus Garvey. To this day, he's still organized the largest ever Black organization post colonialism, over 6 million members throughout the Americas, Africa, and Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Another
UNIA,
favorite,
isn't it?
yes, the
Yeah.
UNIA. Another favorite of
What does
mine
that
is someone a
stand
lot of
for?
people.
Let's just give a little bit of it. What does UNIA stand for?
The UNIA stands for the Universal Negro Improvement Association.
Lovely.
Yeah. Another favorite of mine is Queen Nzinga. Now this caused a bit of debate on
It did. It did.
yeah,
Yeah.
a
Tell
lot,
us.
a lot of people thought it was a Yara Santawa, but no.
Yeah.
If we do a second book, she'll be in it.
That's
But Queen
it.
Nzinga was the queen of a group of people which would be in now modern day Angola, sorry,
Yeah.
and she reigned for about 60 years. and why I like her so much, and what other people will learn when they buy the book, is that she defeated the British, Portuguese, and Dutch when they came to try and enslave her people.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't die on the battlefield. She died victorious, and in the end, her and her people were so dominant and so powerful, they left. They couldn't defeat her.
So it was a
And it's
black
not,
woman that led that
yeah,
movement.
and that's exactly why I like her, because she's a black woman, and I feel black women, especially, the story is not told.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, if you look, we've got Mary Seacole, who was an amazing nurse. Madam C.J. Walker was one of the first black women to become a millionaire. We've also got Malcolm X, who was an amazing leader himself, once part of the Nation of Islam. And then at the bottom, we've got Kwame Nkrumah, who was the first president of Ghana, and he led Ghana to independence in the 50s. And Ghana was also the first African nation to gain their independence, and he was the man that led them to it. So yeah, and there's more amazing people in the book.
There are. What are they gonna have
Yeah,
to do? You're gonna have to buy the book, people.
gonna have
There's
to
lots
buy
of
it. Yeah,
there's lots of facts there. It's really easy to digest as well. It's bite-sized
yeah,
facts and information alongside
mm-hmm.
their pictures as well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you said something. We did a competition online, and as soon as that cover went out, I put it on my Facebook page. That was shared, I'm not kidding you, 136 times. Okay? In groups all over the place. We had a
Yeah,
competition.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know who bought the book. We had a competition, and they had to name all the key figures. And
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Zinga was the one that everybody stumbled on a little bit. But I just want to give
Yeah,
a
yeah,
shout out
yeah.
to Leanne, who got every single one of them. You have got a book
Jeez.
coming to you. So, yes,
Yeah.
that's not
Well
a
done to Leanne. Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
If
yeah.
anyone's got any questions for Marcus, please do shout them out. He's there for the next 20 minutes to answer the questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very interactive show. Go ahead, feel free, don't hold back. Now's your time. Can you tell us about any what your future plans for the book are? I know you want to go into schools, but what's your vision now?
So essentially, the vision for the book is to just to continue to build on the, let's say, the news that people are keep spreading it. Ideally, we want to try and get it in a couple of primary schools. Haven't Hopefully next week I should be in a primary school. I can't say which one as of yet. It's not confirmed. But as we continue to grow, and also I would like to do it, try to get in schools, so even visit schools, just talk about the book and whatnot, not just in Black History Month, but throughout the
Thank
remainder of the year and even next year as well. Because although I'm a fan of Black History Month, I also believe that we should celebrate Black history every day. So
I was
learn
going to
something
ask that.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much the plan for the book. As I did say, I anticipate this book to sell very well,
Mhm.
and hopefully this time next year we can have a second book out as well. Because there's so much information to be shared. It has to be done.
Yeah. It's going to be
Mm.
done. We're going to make it happen. We're going to
Yes,
make
it
it happen.
is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Big shout
Yeah.
out to Lewis Howell from 100 Black Men in London, who made the connection. This is how I met
Yep.
Marcus. He came to us. We loved the idea, got the book done. Bam,
Yep.
brilliant,
Yep.
out
Yep.
there.
Yep.
So we've got Carl. Can I say Carl's wife is actually one of our authors? Oh, her book is not on the shelf, unfortunately, yet. It's called Clever Carmel. Amazing book, also illustrated by Jason Lee. So big shout out there. He's asking, when is the release date?
The release date is this Sunday, which is I believe the
14th.
14th of October.
Yep, 14th of October.
Yep,
What I'll
14th
do,
of October.
yep,
And since you're on Facebook, when we finish the video, if you type in at the Black History Coloring Book, you'll find a page, and the page also has the link, so you can go onto Amazon and purchase the book.
yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to type the link in right now, and I'm going to pin that to the top. There you go. So let's
Cool.
talk a little bit about Black History Month while I do that. What are your views
Yeah,
on that? I mean, I used to work in girls' school, an alternative provision, and
yeah.
it was a lot of young people from Bermondsey. And
Okay.
I remember this conversation, and we're talking about Black History Month and what we're going to do. And one of the English girls there, Caucasian girl, said, "Why do you guys need a month? What's that? What's that all about? What's that for?
Yeah.
Why do you guys need a month?" And what made me feel really sad was one of the girls, young Caribbean girl, said, because you lot need to know what you did to us. You know, it's all
Oh,
about learning
yeah,
about
yeah.
slavery. And my heart
Mm,
broke because yeah, but I think that's what's kind of
yeah,
indoctrinated. Even when I went to school, that's what you learn. There
yeah,
is so
yeah.
much more. There's such a rich culture. There's so many, and it doesn't even go back as far as that. It's even, you know, the black soldiers who fought in the Second World War, the
Yeah.
people who came during the Windrush era, and the things they
Hmm.
contributed. You know,
Yeah.
TFL, the nurses, was built on the African Caribbean
Yeah.
people.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
so my question is, how do we embed this in how do we infiltrate this into the education system if we are to teach history?
Um,
Big question, I know.
it is, it is. And a part of me thinks, I don't want to sound pessimistic. I don't think it will happen. I think there'll be people who will make amazing contributions, but to get it throughout the whole of the UK, I think the education system has already shown they're not interested. But I also wouldn't use that as a tool to say, all right, let's not bother.
Yeah.
So I do think months like Black History Month is important for Black social activists, Black organizations, people with ideas like mine to try and get their foot in the door in certain schools, build up a rapport so that they can say, all right, I can come in maybe on a weekly basis and do a seminar on Black history, an event in Black history. I also think, I don't know if you're aware, there was a sociology book going around. There was a
Oh
picture going on.
yes, that's another
Yeah,
Facebook Live. I've definitely seen that. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and I think another thing we should try to do is, and I wouldn't even say try to do, it's already there. There's books written by Robin Walker
Mm.
of,
The
and it's
Black
written about
History
the,
book. Black
yeah,
British.
it's written about the Black history in the UK. We need to try and get that into school
Yeah.
because it will teach teachers how to teach Black history, and the
Yeah.
majority of the teachers aren't from a black background.
Heritage. Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the teachers that taught me when I was in secondary school, they wasn't even from London. So not only do they not know our history, they don't really even know our culture.
Mm.
So I think these books like that will help teachers to teach Black history. And I feel not only will they be amazed, but students of different races will be amazed as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're good at this. So what he's referring to, if you don't know, it's kind of gone viral on Facebook. That it's been pulled now. It's now in the
Yeah.
Guardian, but it was going around a GCSE sociology book. AQA is the exam board, and they were looking at how the different family setups in different cultures. And I wish I had it on me, but from memory, it was many Caribbean and African households. I think it was just Caribbean households actually.
Yeah, it
The
was.
father is absent. The father or
Hmm.
husband is typically absent, and child rearing is left to the mother.
Yeah.
Um, on top of that, yeah, on top of that, children are not often looked after the core family, but they spoke about child shifting, and I had a huge problem with that terminology. But what broke my heart is there were no statistics, but we know that there is a grain of truth in this. We know there is a truth. We know there is an
Hmm.
issue with a lot of black fathers being absent, but it doesn't look into the reasons why. It wasn't backed up with statistics. And
Yeah,
also, it kind of gave us that sense of, okay, here's someone else again telling our story, but it's not the whole
exactly.
story. It doesn't look
Hmm.
at actually sometimes, um, it doesn't look at the whole, the nucleus behind why that happens.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
also the sense of child shifting. Well, actually, we're supposed to have a community of people. It's that whole thing of, you know, it takes a village to raise a child, right? It's
Hmm.
not like they're being passed off to babysitters or nannies. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
extended family because family is
yeah,
important. So where was that in that book? So there was quite an outrage about that, and I had very mixed feelings because there was a truth to that, but that truth has been told by somebody else, but also reinforced in the minds of our young people to make them think
yeah,
that that's normal. You know, it's all
yeah,
subconscious. So you're 100% right. It's up to us to go in there and teach, whether it's through the education system or at home. So I
yeah.
completely agree.
Could I
Karen
just
says,
add that also with what you said about the truth about Black fathers being absent, or as you said, there's truth to it, but they left out the reasons why. It also goes back to when they say Africans sold each other into slavery.
yeah,
There is a truth to it, but there's a big reason as to why that happened. So,
yeah,
but they only tell you what they want to tell you,
working
and
abroad.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
exactly.
So many things. Ricky J, thank you. Ricky J says, brilliant. Esther, hello, nice to see you. Karen says, Black British History book and yours most definitely need to be embedded in schools. Yeah, you need to connect with Paula Perry as well as Robin Walker. She's a co-author of the Black British History book. It would be great for you to club up and see what you can do
Yeah,
together. I want to
yeah.
do a shout out to people who are watching live and during the replay. You are listening to the awesome and amazing Marcus Albert Stephen. How old are you, dare I ask?
I'm 22.
Only 22 years old. He's
Um,
written his first
yeah.
book called Hey Nikki, just spoken about your book. And he's written a book called The Black British Colouring Book, illustrated by Jason Lee, who's also online right now. And the aim of this is to get this into primary schools and to teach Black history and celebrate the achievements of key Black figures, past and present, through fun and engaging activities. So if you are a primary school teacher, if you are an organisation who can really help him to connect to the right people, whether it is in the education system, whether it's through events, whether it's through seminars, please do connect with Marcus. And
Yeah.
we're all here. We all want to really get this in here. So I think it's really important to unite and support each other in this. Hello, Rihanna. Nice to see you. Hello. So how can people connect with you, Marcus?
So I'm currently on Facebook and Instagram, and both of the pages are the Black History Coloring Book. So if you send me a direct message, or you feel there's a post that I should know about and you want to tag me in it, that's the best way to contact me. And then through there we can discuss certain things. I've been talking to different people over Facebook, and it's been going pretty good. People are genuinely interested, so I'm not hard to contact, and I do respond quickly.
Yes, he does indeed. And you're
Yeah.
going to be on Facebook a bit more, are you, now that you've joined for this interview?
Yes, I'm going to try to be. I'm going to definitely on the Black History Coloring Book page. So I most definitely will try to keep up posted and responding to people's messages.
Excellent. So what we'll do is I'll post a link up to the Black History colouring book, so that you can like the page, catch up with what's going on. Please do connect with us. Let us know about what events are going on. Let's set up our own event. Let's come together and start doing stuff. If you know anyone who has a bookstore that this could really get into, please do connect with them. I know there's Angel Miller, who has an online bookstore for mainly children's books that celebrate African and Caribbean culture. So we're going to get in contact with her. There's New Beacon Bookstore. Please, let's come together, let's unite. Let's find a way to really get this book out there to people who really need to read it and be empowered by it. Karen says that's part of the reasons why we don't want they don't want Black history in schools, as they don't want people to know the truth. As you say, Marcus, they only tell us what they want. Our kids, okay, Carl says, our kids go to Robin Walker's Saturday school. You guys should get in touch with them, Croydon Supplementary. Thank you. Please do connect with Carl as well. So all these people who are offering some great advice, please do connect with them too, because it's about building that grand vision. We can publish books. We can get stuff out there. We don't want it to rot on Amazon shelves. We want support, not just from the community, from every single person who can see the worth and value in this book. The link is there. Please do buy your copy. It's out on Sunday, the 14th of October. I can't wait to have it on my shelf to add to the collection. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Salome. Nice to see you. Hello, Ricky. Please do share this out. Let people know about it. I'm going to be posting about the Black History Colouring Book again on my timeline. So please share the post. Get it out there. Get it to the community groups as well. Do you mind if you would allow me to place your books on my website?
Yeah.
Somebody's asking.
I would definitely have to. Who's that? Is that Ricky?
Ricky, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk after this video. So that's something. Yeah, I would very much like.
Definitely. Awesome. Thank you so much. So if anyone has any last questions, we've got about 2 minutes left before we have to end the interview. But hasn't Marcus done an amazing job? Let's give him some love, show him some hearts. I want to see these emojis. I want to see the support for Marcus. He's only 22 years old. First book, the Black History Colouring Book. Let's give some love to Jason Lee, who has illustrated these books. Thank you for the emojis. Has illustrated these books beautifully in such an engaging way. Please do buy a copy. Don't just buy one copy. Buy it. It's Christmas coming up. Buy those. Thank you, Karen, for the love. Get those copies.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, so the link is www.tinyurl.com/capital letters. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Black History Column. TBCB 2018. Again, I'm going to
Yeah.
put that in the link and I'm going to pin it there. So it's the first thing you see. So as I said, please do share this out. Join us. Do you have any last words of wisdom before you go, Marcus?
Um, no, please. Do you know what? Just continue to support me in the book, and not just me. Anyone else who in the Black community that you feel is making a change or they're making an effort, please continue to support. You know, there's amazing organizations like Black History Studies, Black History Walks, the Center of Pan African Thought. Brother mentioning there Robin Walker's Supplementary School. And if you have been looking for something for you and your kids to do in October during Black History Month, and you've liked what you've seen and your kids have embraced it, please continue it, because we have to continue this trend of teaching ourselves our own history. Let it not just be a trend, let it be something we do every single day.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. And also
Yeah.
give a shout out to the Holy Coptic Church. So I know throughout this month are doing events and activities every Wednesday. I think last week they had the Black, thank you. Excellent, awesome. The Black Wall Street event, all about money in the Black economy. And next week, every Wednesday, I can't remember the exact things going on each week, but each week they have amazing teachings. They've got a church, Black church out in Tottenham that teaches Black history and spirituality. Couldn't shout them out anymore.
Yeah.
Brother D and Cahoon and Cassandra are just a few of the people there as well. Will you be selling direct on the website? A lot of people don't like going through Amazon. Yeah, exactly. So tell us about that. Will you be going direct through the website?
Through my own website, does he mean?
Yeah.
At the moment in time, unfortunately, we will only be using Amazon, but I will try to make certain book fairs and events like that. In it, before going to those events, I'd obviously let people know. At the moment in time, there won't be a Black History Colouring Book website, but that's something that we will look to do in the future.
However, what I do want to say, because we're going to talk about this a bit later as well, because we'll talk about how people can buy from you directly, definitely through events, definitely through doing your exhibitions. But
Yeah,
we can set something up. I'll have a chat with you. We're going to set up something up where you can just pay via PayPal and then you can
yeah,
post them out as well, because it's powerful to be able to sell directly. Amazon's not the
yeah,
only
yeah.
channel it's on. It's going to be in Waterstones, Blackwell's, 39,000 other retailers as well. But there is power in selling it directly. Because number one, it supports the author much better. You haven't got a third party teething out your money,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also you get a signed copy. It's much more personal. But I have got to go. Next week, I'm going to be interviewing our author who is launching her book on the 23rd of October. Her book is called Naja Love Stories, delving into 12 tales of Naja love style. Sorry, Naja
Sounds
style love based in Nigeria. Some awesome stories, universal stories that everyone can enjoy. Marcus, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, everyone who's
Thank you
come
very
on.
much, Danny.
Share this out, no problem. Continue to
Yeah,
tell people about the Black History
of
Colouring
course.
Book, and
Yeah,
let's
yeah, yeah,
connect, unite, and empower and support each other so much more. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
see you again
yeah.
next
Thank you to
Wednesday.
everyone who tuned in. Yeah,
Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you. I'm gonna have you on again, Marcus. You did a great
yeah.
job. So tune in next week, 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST, Wednesday, live and direct from my page. Have an awesome evening. I'm gonna be off. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.